For over a century, democracy and capitalism have stood together as a powerful pair. They have lifted societies toward greater prosperity, freedom, and equality. Democracy is the rule of the people. The people decide who gets power and for how long. Capitalism, with its incentives to create and innovate, has generated extraordinary wealth. But these two forces are not always in harmony. In fact, they are often at odds with each other, because money is power. When the power that flows from wealth grows unchecked, it begins to overshadow the shared power of our democracies. The balance tips in favor of wealth. Democracy begins to wither. History shows this pattern clearly. It is the iron law of oligarchy. The later Roman Republic, pre-revolutionary France, the industrial expansion of the 19th century. These are only a few of the many examples where wealth, over time, began to shape laws and institutions. When wealth became the dominant form of power, civic equality eroded and public trust declined. Today, we can observe this same drift in many democracies. As a wealthy executive, I speak from a place of privilege that I did not always recognize. I learned that influencing the lawmakers can be a very profitable investment. Wealth opens doors and brings influence. Over time, that influence can shape the rules of society. Rules that more often than not tilt the balance in favor of the wealthy and powerful. The largest players can increasingly set the terms, while ordinary citizens feel their voice matters less and less. This is not a failure of markets alone, nor of democracy. It is the natural tendency of power to seek more of itself. This tendency exists in individuals, institutions, and systems alike. When wealth has the upper hand, democracy risks losing its foundation and equal civic responsibility. At the same time, when democratic power overreaches, prosperity and innovation can suffer. True flourishing requires both the creative energy of enterprise and the moral guardrails of shared power. We are not powerless in this moment. Democracy does not vanish in a single stroke. We should build institutions that limit all forms of concentrated power while preserving the incentives that lift living standards for all. The choice is ours.